Good morning, dear students in grade 11 in Al Mujtama Private School. How is everything with you? Good? Great. Let's start with our school vision to prepare creative, well-educated students who are able to establish civilized, aware, reserved society. Stick to the authentic morals and values in addition to using the modern technology. And our value for this week is devotion, which means the fact or state of being ardently dedicated and loyal. Let's begin our lesson with this starter. Have you read any stories or novels about a sea adventure? If yes, what was the story about? If no, what would you expect to read about in a sea adventure story? Of course, what comes into your mind when I say an adventure in the sea? Of course, you will think about sea creatures, sea monsters, uh, bad weather, storms, and strong waves. Good, excellent. Let me present our first objective to practice skimming reading passage to identify the main idea of the text. Page 44, Exercise B. Below is an extract from Chapter 1 of an adapted version of the novel The Coral Island. Read the extract quickly. What is the story mainly about? Pause the video, read the text, or you can open page number 44 in your student book. Read the text using skimming strategy to know the main idea of the text. Great. The main idea of this text is about an adventure inside the sea. And from which point of view is the story told? Good. It's told from the first point of view. What does that mean? That means that the narrator or the writer who tells the story is the main character here, who is Ralph. Great. Our second objective to practice skimming and scanning reading passages by choosing the correct answers in exercise C after reading it on page 44. Read the text well and read the questions with the given answers. Present your own answers, choosing A, B, C, or D. Then come back to me to check your answers together. Dears, have you finished? Great. Let's check your answers. 1. What's true of the narrator of the story? What's true of the narrator of the story? This question means that there are 3 sentences which are not true, and only one sentence is true. Which is B. Excellent. He traveled to the Pacific at the age of 15. Question 2. Which statement is true of the tropical storm? Go back to the paragraph about tropical storm and you will find only one sentence from A to D is correct. Great! It broke out at night. 3. When the ship hit the reef, the boys, what did they do? Go back to the climax. Paragraph. Huh? Tell me. Excellent. They jumped into the water. 4. What's not mentioned in the text? There are 3 sentences here are mentioned in the text and only one sentence is not mentioned. which is excellent. D, the number of crew members on board the merchant ship Arrow. Let's close this lesson with the given questions. What tense does the writer use throughout the story? Yes, excellent. It's past tenses. Past tenses. Past simple, past progressive. What type of writing is the text? What type of writing is the text? Yes, excellent. It's a story or narrative. Great. Now, it's time to say goodbye to you and thank you for your listening and for your attention.